Hi everybody, it's Cheryl Flynn, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I've got another fun card here I'm going to show you how to make. Look how cool this is. Oh my gosh, look at all these different shapes. How in the world do you get those? Well, Stampin' Up! Has a new punch. Look at this baby. It's a great big punch, and you can actually punch 3 different settings here to get all kinds of different shapes. That punch is available in the Summer Mini Catalog that's going on right now. Open up the book on page 6. Here it is. It's called the Blossom Bouquet Triple Layer Punch. There's another one, the Doily Triple Layer Punch, that does similar type thing. 3 different shapes on 3 different settings. So I'm going to show you how to operate this guy. What you want to do first of all is flip it over and unlock the punch by sliding here. Then go back to the front, and on the end this lever slides and it kind of clicks into place for 3 different settings. So each one gives you a different shape of flower here on the card. So I'm going to use this middle setting, and I'm going to pull out some Perfect Plum cardstock, and you want to slide the cardstock in from the top side, and this is a punch you may actually want to stand up and go ahead and give it all your force and punch down. And now I've got a little flower and a ring. Look at those. Oh, so pretty. Now go to the end again, slide it all the way over to the right, and I'm going to punch out this other flower here with all the little centers out of it. So again, come in from the top, push down hard, and so we get another ring and we get all the cut out pieces. Now if you come all the way back here to the left and punch, you get a full bigger flower without any inside pieces punched out. This is a fun punch that you can do all kinds of things with. Okay, so then for this card, all I did was arrange all these fun different shapes, which I have some of them pre-punched, and I have this all set up here in my little grid, and I'm just going to add in the missing pieces that I just punched for you. So there we go. So now I've got my front of my card all set out here, just not on the cardstock yet. Now look at this pretty layer here. Oh yes, that's another punch. That's available in our big idea book and catalog. This goes until June 30th, and we have a new book coming out. That punch is right down here, and it's $15.95. It's called Scallop Trim Border. I'll show you how to operate that one. Again, this is one that you're going to want to unlock it from the back, and you've actually got guides here on the front. So I'm using Bashful Blue cardstock. The base of our card is Perfect Plum. I want to bring this in, and there's a little bumper, push it all the way against. This is the portion that actually cuts right here. So I want to push that in and then punch all the way down, and you can see you've got the design, and then slide it up until your little bumps match with the guide up here. If you don't match those up, you're going to get a really funky, ugly looking border, and you want it all to match. So punch, and then we're going to flip it around, and we're going to do the other side. So I just punch, I slide it up, and I match it up, match up the little scallops, and one more time. Okay, so there I missed one. I went a little too far, so all I have to do is go back and punch again, and then I can make that guy match. There, see, we got them all. Okay, now that's gonna go. See, even the demonstrator goofs up. Don't you love it when that happens? Because then you think, geez, even I can do that, which is really, really true. Everybody that becomes a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, we are not artists, but we love paper crafting, and it is easy to do with Stampin' Up! Everything's coordinated for you. The artwork's already done in the stamp sets. All you have to do is whip it all up and put it together, and you've got something really cute. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is transfer these flowers to the front of this. A couple elements I put on my card here. I've got the word hello 3 times, and the way I did that was I used the stamp set Happy Greetings. This is another new set that's in the Summer Mini Catalog. So I pull out the hello stamp, and I'm going to use the matching Perfect Plum ink, because we like everything to be matchy-matchy. Ink that guy up, and then I'm just going to stamp that here on my cardstock. So I've got 3 hellos. All I do is take our paper snips and I'm going to cut all 3 of those apart just like this. Hello, hello, hello. So I have 3 different messages that I can then stick onto the front of my card, each in a place. I'm going to use the Stampin' Up! Dimensionals to stick those on. And what I did was I cut one in half because these are skinny little pieces of cardstock. Yes, you can do that. You can cut them in half. Who would have thunk, huh? And stick those guys on there so you can stick them on. Now this flower, it actually has a clear button. So we've got these fun little buttons. This one's a flower shape. They're a little bit hard to see on the camera, but trust me, they're very cute. You get 3 shapes in there. I'm going to use a little mini glue dot. Peel this back. They're located in between the layers. And just stick it on there, and then you can stick it right onto your flower. Like that. Use a little snail adhesive to stick those 2 together. And up here I've got a beautiful perfect plum matching square ice brad. So to stick that in there, I'm going to layer the 2 flowers, use the paper piercer and just poke a hole in the center like that. And then I take my brad and stick that through, and then I've got that pretty element that matches. And then the last thing is on the center of this perfect plum flower, I used one of our pretty pearls. These are basic pearls, they're called. You get all kinds of fun sizes. $4.95 for the whole sheet. I'm just going to pick it up with a paper piercer, and I can stick that right in the center of that perfect plum flower. Then I'll transfer all those flowers onto this. One good way to stick these really skinny flowers on is using the 2-way glue pen. You just draw around on there and that'll stick right on there. When it's all finished, voila!